You're a photographer, you're over 50, and you feel like you've lost your creative edge. Get it, understand it, because I have been there many, many times too. So I'm going to share with you the 10 things that I quit in order to re-spark, reignite, and just have fun with my photography and to get my creative mojo back as a 50 plus photographer. I quit watching the news. I quit watching the news because two reasons. One, I didn't feel like you don't need to be in the know of everything for everyone that's happening all around the world. Maybe in some little areas, yes, but not for everything. And the news, like it wasn't actually enjoyment. It wasn't inspiring. It wasn't giving me creative juice that I could go out and feel like that I could create something beautiful and magical with my camera. So quitting the watching the news is probably number one on the list. Number two was I hate posting every single day across every single platform on social media. I was renowned for doing that every single day, posting across all the platforms and endless mindless scrolling, which, as we know, when you're scrolling, it literally can suck away time so fast. And there's no joy in actually doing it because you're always on the punch and feeling like you have to do this, you have to post it here, you have to post it there. There's no there's nothing to be gained from that. There's no joy in that. There's no creative vibe found in that because you're always putting yourself under unnecessary pressure to actually do it. I used to do it. I'll admit that I used to do it, and now I don't do it. I actually stopped posting as much on my Facebook and my Instagram. I don't post every day, and it's actually been quite freeing in not being able to or feel like that I need to actually do that. The other thing that I quit was actually skipping meals. Our body needs fuel. It needs hydration. It needs food in order to be able to get us through the moments in the days or the times when we're actually doing projects or photographing our clients. Our body needs that in order to sustain that. I was prevalent in not having breakfast and skipping lunch when I was doing photo shoots and in photo shoots. I don't do that anymore. I ensure that now I am always having lunch. I'm always having snacks on and with me. I'm always stopping to actually eat, to take some time just to slow down, refuel and replenish my body because you can't fill from an empty cup. You can't create for your clients from an empty cup. If you're not looking after yourself and your body, then your body will feel it. It will pay the next day. Guaranteed. Trust me. I quit being busy all the time. I quit thinking that I needed to have my diary, my planner completely full with clients, with consults, with checking gear, with doing this and doing this and doing this. I quit that because I realized that there needed to be space in order to just be. That is where the magic of the most creative things that I've ever done has actually happened, from just holding my own space and giving myself the time to actually just be, to think, to feel, to enjoy, go for a walk, see what's out there. Going for a walk around the block can sometimes bring the most incredible, inspiring ideas and thoughts that you can go out and you can put into action with your camera and doing something for yourself. That's the other thing I quit. I quit needing to feel like I had to do everything for everybody. Honestly, doing a photo shoot or a creative project for yourself will literally ignite your soul. It will give you the fuel and the fire that you need in order to create some beautiful moments that are, you don't need to show them to anybody. You don't need to put them on social media. They can literally just be for you. You are photographing other people's journeys, but it's just as important to photograph your own as well. I also quit comparing my work to others. Comparison, you've heard it, comparison is the thief of joy. When I stopped comparing my work to other people's work, I felt free. I felt like that my work was just as important because I don't know where that photographer is in their journey. I don't know if they've been behind a camera for 50, 60 plus years. I don't know, like, what is actually going on inside their head with their journey, because it's not mine to know. I know where I am. I know where I am in my journey, in my photography journey, in my photography business, and when I'm with my clients. So stop comparing yourself to others. I also stopped cookie cutting my sessions with my clients. I've done it. You've probably done it yourself, because it's the simple, it's the easy way to do a photo shoot, to do a creative session with a client. You've done it before, you know that it works, this is going to work. No, 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 no. Your client who is in front of you has a different journey from everybody else. They have a different experience from everybody else. That's what makes your sessions incredible. That's what makes the experience memorable for them, is because you've created something unlike anything else just for them. So I stopped cookie cutting my sessions and cutting them short and thinking that there was a one size fits all for the photo sessions with my clients, because it's not. It doesn't do them justice, and it certainly doesn't do you justice as a photographer. I also stopped buying all the things. I get it. I understand it. Photography, you want to get this new lens or this new camera, or buy this new dress to put in your studio wardrobe, or get this or have this. Honestly, all you need is a window and a wall. I have said this to myself over and over and over again, just in those moments when I feel like that I want to go out and I want to buy, I need this thing. You don't need that in order to create magic. You are the one that creates the magic. You are the one that is behind the camera, and it's your vision that you are bringing to life for that client because of the journey that they are in. You don't need all the fancy gear. You don't need all the big, huge wardrobe. And you certainly don't need like a whole studio, which is another thing that I gave up. I was thinking that I needed to have my own studio space in order to be have something that was, my clients could walk in and it was this beautiful studio that had like flowers and all these backdrops and all of this stuff there. Clients don't care. They literally do not care about all of that other stuff. I have photographed many of my clients in their own homes, in their own environments. I've done it out in parks. I've done it and hired other studio spaces in order to create magic for my clients. You don't need to have a studio space. It may be nice, it may be a luxury, but honestly, you don't need to have the studio space. You can work from anywhere to be a photographer. You can create magic in any environment when you have your camera, a window, and a wall, a white wall. And the final thing that I actually quit was I quit putting everybody else before me. I get it. I understand it. We are there to serve. We are there to serve our clients. We are there to serve our people. We are there to serve our communities. And we are there to serve our tribes. But at what point do you start to serve for yourself? At what point do you start to put yourself first too? Because you are just as important. What your needs are, what you need in order to continue to create, to continue to provide magic, to continue to give an experience that is beyond anything that your client will ever see, hear, feel, or touch ever again. And in order to do that, I come back to you cannot create magic from an empty cup. You cannot have creativity if you aren't looking after yourself first. I hope that what I've shared with you today has inspired you and really given you some ideas about some things that aren't really that important for your own client experience and for your own photography journey. And remember, if you like this video, please come back, because I'll be sure to share another one with you soon.